Well, welcome back to the channel. In the last episode we looked at this train carrying the iron ore. We've got a coal one just coming through. Let's just have a quick look at this one. Put it on the normal view. Carrying 3 wagons full of coal, taking it to this station here. That will drop that off, and then we should get some ingots produced. So let's have a look at this station. How much is it producing? We go back into build mode. We can see that we've now got 90 ingots, or 97. So we need to get the train sorted. I've got this track, I've just changed this track so that the train comes on a little bit later. And we've set up these signals. The signals you can have in place are these ones. So you can click on that and then you can see you've got one, just a single one. If you double click again you'll get the double one. So, and you just basically keep clicking until you can get this sign here. So I'm going to get rid of that. Put the line back in. And we will set up this new line running these iron ingots over to Sheffield, I think it is. Over to Sheffield Tool Works. So once they get to the Sheffield Tool Works, they will produce some more of these tokens. We got 96 presently. We've got 100 of these as well. To get to the next era, we've got to have 200. So it's important when we continue production of those, and we need 100 of those. We've got 100 of those now. 500 in terms of coal. We've got plenty of those. And we do need some more planks. So I think the priority is going to be the ingots and the planks. We also need to get some goods going to the station. So the priority at the moment is to deliver these, get the ingots, see if we can get a fuel refinery sorted out and take that to the factories where they will produce some more of these. Then we should be able to get the next era, which is up here fairly shortly. We also need some planks, which I think there is a good run for the planks as well. We'll sort that out in a little bit. So let's get this train on the go. I think a good starting point for the depot will probably be over here. Not using up too much space. That's going to be placed down there. Engines wise, we're still with the Porter. Prussian is the bigger, but it's costing us £200 a month. We've not got that just yet, but the Porter will do for now. Wagons wise, we want these, and at 55, 1, 2, will it take 3? Yes, it will take 3, so we'll go with that. And orders wise, we're going from this station, click the plus, and we're going over to Sheffield. You can see we've got this 4th station here to deliver the ones too. So that is all good. We'll start that up. We'll have a look at that train a little bit later. I want to get the oil wells sorted out and take those to the factory. So we have oil well here. Sorry, we have the refinery here. There might not be an oil well in that vicinity. We've got an oil well over here, and we've got a refinery there, and we've got a factory here. So that's probably the best route that we're going to get. Or we could take this to here and then take it up to this factory here. I think we'll run with what we've got in terms of this area. So let's just have a look. Yeah, well, we can deliver to both, so that's not a problem. But we will start the oil wells off over here. Let's do some terrain modification. It's basically on a hill, I think, isn't it? Maybe, maybe not. Let's see if this is any better this way. So that is much better. We got the modification that we wanted. So that can be all fine and dandy. That will go probably this way across and then down through to the oil refinery. So let's get the oil production going, the oil wells. Let's look at the extensions for that. So we've got additional oil wells, a desalination plant. Also, we've got the station to put in, haven't we? So we've got small station. Bring that out. This might go through the woods. We'll have to see about that. We'll be able to follow this train as well. So onto platform there. That brings in the oil wells. So look what direction we're going into. So probably just better to go straight across and down through this oil refinery. And then we've got the factory down here. Yeah, so we get a station built. That's fine. Platform. Can't put a platform on that one, it has to be this one. So that's good. We can hook the lines up. So at least we're getting the oil sorted out. See what kind of slope we want to bring it into. Might need to do a little bit of landscaping. I think we'll just landscape that so it's got a nice run up that hill. And then we can bring it across. That should be fine. Hook that up. We want a train going from the oil wells over to the refinery. We've got another station to build to get it over to the factory. Let's just have a quick look at this factory, whereas that's, yeah, that's okay. And sort that out. I know I'm getting rid of a little bit of the wood, but we do need to get this station built for the added train. Get the decorations in. Everything's going to be sorted out. We're just laying the foundations at the moment. And then we need another station up here. So this second station is going to take the refined oil over to the factory. Want to bypass Canterbury. We don't want to go down here, so we maybe want to cut across over here. Maybe going across that way. Let's have a look at what kind of route we can take. This one will have a little bit of work done to it, but it's well out of the range of the town. Oh, Canterbury. In fact, I might just not have that little quirk there. We'll just run it down straight. Let's have a look if that meets up. So it will meet up. So that's running quite straight. It's out the way of this town here. and also Cardiff. So the refinery will need a depot and need a train running on it. This one might be better if I put it there, I think. So the depot can go in here. Get some train, and we want the wagons, and we want to be taking this. So it's the hatch 2. That's going to cost us 30 of these plank tokens, so that's not ideal, but we're only going to take 3 over, I think. And then we can get the orders sorted out. That will run from the refinery over to the factory. We'll get that started. So we should have a number of trains now. We need to get one from the oil well over to the refinery, don't we? We'll put a depot in there. That will be okay. So this is another quarter. Looking forward to getting the more modern trains later on. But we'll get with the wagons. We've got the hatch. Just take 3 of those as well. And these are going from the oil wells near Swindon to the refinery near Cardiff. And we'll start that up as well. So that's the oil sorted out. We've got the refinery and the factory. And then the factory will give us some tokens. It will give us some of these tokens, which is what we need. We also will produce some goods, and they can go to a town. We've got Inverness close by, we've got Aberystwyth. We probably going to get a town a little bit closer than that. We've got a town here which we can put into. That will be for another episode probably. What I want to do now is to get some more planks from the forest. They will need to go to the tool works. Now you can see we've got this tool works over here, and that is going to be running a line out that way. We can, let's just see, we can probably build a bridge going over here on this 4th one. That will obviously need signalling as well. We can build a bridge over there and then send it up to that one. So we've got the forest and the sawmill. We've got a sawmill over this section, which will give us tokens. This one here, that will give us tokens automatically. So that's handy. If we had a forestry fairly close by, there doesn't seem to be one. This is the nearest one that we're going to get. So I might just leave that for now. Let's get the forestry and the sawmill sorted out though. These are just purely to bring in some more of these because we are lacking in these. This is things we've done before. And this can, I think we can probably make these closer together. So we're not going too far. So that's the forest and the sawmill. The sawmill will want a run as well. In fact, that might be better if it's going into this. So let's build another station here. We want to come down to this tool work, so Probably a run down, or it could go out the other way, I suppose. That's fine. So this one could go out the other way and come in this area here, going into no, it can go on the bridge, can't it? So if we send it out there, build a bridge over this railway, and then we can get this one going into here. We could even hook it up to the second one. Well, we'll need signals on that. There's no doubt about that. So let's draw this line out. That station will be expanded, obviously. Now we need to leave a space of 3 before we go across here. I think we can go across that. We can. So that's absolutely fine. Might make that a little bit shorter, actually. And then we've got... need a bridge. So this one... it's not looking quite as pointed. It's a bit better. We've got a stone bridge or a wooden bridge. That costs 180 now. We are okay for money. The stone viaduct. We'll just have a wooden bridge for now. That will go over there, nice and easy. And then we can run this line up to the sawmill. Let's have a look how we're going to turn it. We will need to landscape this so we can turn it. Let's draw the line in. I know I'm coming out a little bit, but there is room for expansion over this area. That's started to turn already, hasn't it? So that's okay. We've got a nice run through the woods on this one as well. Might have a look at how this goes in a minute. So that one is going to run into that 4th one. We will need signals. So that's the one. Just double click it and it will give you that. This train here also needs signals. Got that one going as well. So all that needs happening now is for this sawmill. We got that. You can leave it there, I suppose, but it probably would be better on this second track, wouldn't it? Yeah, let's put it on that second track. Keeps everything neat and tidy, doesn't it? So that's okay. We've got that in place. And then that will run down and go over the bridge and go into the station at Sheffield. And that will produce some more of these tokens. Let's get that train sorted out. Oh, depot. Need a station platform now. Good, it's all good. And we want platform there as well, don't we? So the platform will go there. So that brings in the forest. That will start producing. That will take it up to the sawmill. The sawmill will then produce the planks and they will be transported down to Sheffield. And if we click on the station, you can see that it accepts these there. So I'm going to leave it there. We'll have a look at putting this train in. We'll have a look at all these trains in the next episode. Thanks very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it.